welcome everyone. Let me just fix a couple of things and then we go. I watched Blizzard's. How can we call it? Because I don't know if it's an apology, and I feel like a leftist saying it's like Blizzard's non-apology. No. They did apologize, but they basically apologized and also said they did nothing wrong. Probably going to make a video on that. Though, to be fair, I'm kind of tired talking about Blizzard. But I do think it's important since it kind of polarizes people because they're going to say, well, you know, they don't like Chinese censorship. It's like, yeah, but you guys have defended corporate censorship for all this time. Are you saying you don't like it now because it's American censorship that you enjoy? And this is Chinese censorship, huh? Are you being racist? Like, is only American censorship allowed? Yeah, that was interesting. They released a statement about this, but they also took May from the Blizzard store, so you can't purchase the May action figure from the Blizzard store. Which I don't think it has to do with the Chinese requesting them to do this. I do think it has to do with give me a second. I think it has to do with the fact that the toy might be painted and made in China. So yeah, $150 for Chinese labor, ladies and gentlemen. Right, let me find my phone so I can have you guys on the chat while I play the game. Give me a second. I should have found my phone before I started this. I thought it was on the table, but alas, it is not. I remember using it when I made the first video. So now, I'm unable to live stream. That is horrible. Absolutely horrible. Where is the phone? Someone phone me. Oh, never mind. I can't give you my number because I'll dox myself. Shite. Be right back. Alright, I found it. I felt like a detective. I feel like Sherlock Holmes having a kid with Batman. I hate my room. I despise the room I am in. I will show you why I despise the room I am in. Hold on. It feels like a dungeon. Let me show you. Here you go. I live in utter darkness. It is dark. Dark here. Very dark. Because the furniture that I got, the one that someone in the chat is saying it's a green screen, it's not. It's made with Windows. And apparently Windows make echo. So echoing bad, right? So I have to pull the drapes every time I record. Horrible. Absolutely haram. You know what? Let's pull the drapes and see how the sound is like. Let's see if there's an echo now. Huh? Is it worse? Let me know. Let me know how it's now, right? Now it's not dark anymore. Now it's light. Now I finally get some of that vitamin D. And this is how it's like, right? The vitamin D is coming. I can actually talk with an echo now, huh? Did I become Jewish all of a sudden? How's the echo? Let me know. I'm generally curious. I'm literally curious. If I were to record videos like this, people say they don't hear a difference. Another problem that I have is with the microphone. The microphone is like, if I turn the gain, right? If I turn the gain up, then people can hear me a little bit louder, but you also get to hear a buzzing sound. It's like, "Buh." And if I turn it lower, then people say that they don't hear it. All right, well, whatever. What do you want me to soundproof? All right, no, seriously. It's like, do some soundproofing. What do you want me to soundproof? The bookstore? The bookshelf? Is this what you want me to soundproof? I need to wag my head, because when you wig your head, It shows that you're dramatizing the conversation. So I totally do not know, like, do some soundproofing. Soundproof what? Right, so if I turn the microphone too loud, there's an echo. If I turn it too low, you guys can't hear me. I'm going to buy some equipment. As soon as I finish my kitchen, which is almost done, I made a video about it. I'm going to purchase a camera and I'm going to record in the other room. Alright, copyright claim. Your dispute has been submitted against Vice magazine. Those assholes. Right, okay. Let's, I hate you, Billy Odell. I really do. Unless you give me, when you give me super chats, I love you. But anyway, let's go to the video game, the Romanian YouTube. Maybe this is how I'm going to find my. Someone lied to me. Someone said if you Google V Romania, you're going to find my channel. What piece of shit? He lied to me. No, I can't find it. You need to give me a second while I find the live stream on my phone so I can have the chat. The live stream. Here we go. You know, I'll actually take it as a compliment because if I were to have a green screen, it means I would actually know how to edit. I can't even edit a fucking thumbnail. Rags, that dog, laughs at me because I can't make thumbnails. Anyway, I'm back. Let's go on the videos now. Video game. So image, cha-ching. Isn't this a chikushi, huh? Isn't this what gives the Chinaman away? This is, by the way, I'm starting to understand why League of Legends is censoring their characters and why Blizzard censored Hearthstone cards and all of that. Because if you don't censor, if you show the booby, it keeps the Chinaman away, and the Chinaman has the Chinaman money. I'm going to make a video with something very interesting, right? Did you know that Tracer and Soldier 76, they're straight in China? Isn't that interesting? Wow, such a progressive company! Do you know in League of Legends, that chick, what's her name, Nico? Yeah, Nico is straight in China. Oh my god, Nico pounces that cock like there is no tomorrow. In China, you can hear the Chinaman's balls on Nico's tushy going. But in the West, oh no, Nico is LGBT. Nico don't like the Chinaman. No, Nico likes the pussy. But only in the West. Only the man, like such stunningness, such bravery from these corporations. Oh wow, they are making definitely political statements. They are so progressive and they definitely are LGBT allies, unless you happen to be a gay man in Hong Kong. If you're a gay man in Hong Kong, all of a sudden, they're like, we LGBT, who, us? Us? No, never. Right, let's find, where is the game? We the revolution. We the revolution, huh? Man, let me find it. Give me a second, I'll find it. People miss the V-Screech. Alright. I need to stop screeching. Screeching doesn't give me super chats. I need to keep my eye on the ball, which is to entertain you and to e-bag. Alright, here we go. Apex Legends is the most LGBT game ever. If you play Apex Legends, I will stop talking to you. Alright? You go and you play Apex Legends with that dog, Rags, if you want to. Alright? You can have fun playing, but not with me. Alright? You do not bring the taint of the Apex Legends in my channel. Jesus fucking Christ. Anyway. My background keeps the Chinaman away, as I mentioned. So let's see where we last left off. I believe it was day 4. Let's see. Oh, I got the high reputation. The common folk love me and the communists hate me. Okay. Mass Effect. Mass Effect is a good game. Alright. Tactically, we are losing control of the streets. People feel betrayed by the king, and some believe him to be a spy trying to elude justice. How can the king be a spy? Wow, people aren't very smart, are they? Special means are recommended when suppressing unrest. We only need an opinion from the judge to make sure we are working legally. So, they need my blessing to China the protesters. Or to France the yellow vests, huh? Which one is it? To Spain, to Spanish the Catalonians. People can't control their emotions and are hurting each other. Citizens as a result. So there's a lot of hatred going on. Hatred. Look at the windows. Next time they might do something worse than just throw rocks. It pains us to see unrest growing in the streets of Paris. Commander-in-Chief Burrell has informed us that the Guard is no longer able to control the situation through peaceful means. It is recommended that he be allowed to use more immediate methods to protect the innocent civilians. I would like to know the tribals. So basically, if given by the time period, they're asking me if I want them to shoot the protesters. Okay, so I am a judge of the Revolutionary Tribunal. The revolutionaries have put me in charge. So I need to know where my loyalties are. Secondly, if they manage to do a rebellion and actually suppress the government forces, if I were to decide that it's okay to shoot them and they find out, I'm a dead man. So, you know, I think we need to give the protesters a space to destroy. Here you go. There you go. There you go. Here. Do you notice the symbol, huh? Do you notice the symbol? Without this document, we can only wait for the citizens of Paris to kill each other. Yeah, each other, not me. Do you see, Matthew Burrell? Do you see how it works? Let them kill each other if they so desire. I will be here deciding life and death over criminals. So, hop along now. Shh. The mob wanted to act as both judge and jury again and hang people from the street lamps. Poor Pochard was almost hanged. Yeah, but again, Raymond, I am not Pochard. What do you not understand? You are not Pochard. Alright, so keep your head down and this will blow away. The beloved Tudor of your Frederick. You had to dismiss him after the incident with the oath of the clergy, did you not? Well, hold on, I think, oh, alright, the trial is about to begin. And my family is here. Woman, if you came here expecting some nepotism, you came to the wrong place. Alright? I do not do these things. This is called what? Government corruption. If we are caught speaking with each other about the case, I will be fired. The son is going to starve. You're going to file for a divorce. You're going to take half my shit. So no, if you even think of having a request about my job, there's going to be consequences. I hope you're here in order to say which position you will assume while sucking my dick tonight. It's about Monsieur Pasha. Oh, you got the kid. You got the kid to tell. So already she's informing me about the case. Think about the family for once at least. You know, I want to divorce this woman. No, seriously. This woman was imposed on me. I did not choose her. I did not take the vow. The game is forcing this upon. I hate you, woman. I hate you. Let's see what Senior Pochard has done. Claude Pochard, 26-year-old priest and tutor. Hold on, so the common folk want him guillotined, the revolutionaries want him imprisoned, and my family, who no one gives a fuck, wants him acquitted. Okay. After refusing to adhere to civil constitution of the clergy, he was removed from his pariah, prohibited from carrying out his duties, and sentenced to banishment. Pochard, if you're banished, are my eyes misleading me? Why are you in front of me if you are banished, huh? Despite this, he stayed in Paris and continued his work as a tutor. See, I'm not into rape culture, Pochard, but you're clearly asking for it. Pochard was captured in the streets by fortuitous circumstance. A guard officer presented during his trial a few months ago recognized him and didn't hesitate to act. Following the investigation, he was accused of spying and spreading counter-revolutionary propaganda. Pochard, I am part of the Revolutionary Tribunal. The revolutionaries put me here, and you're spreading counter-propaganda. What are you doing, Pochard? What are you doing? Correspondence with Archbishop Jean Arsène de Breteuil was founded in a room. Pochard had been renting from Marie Guimet in it. The clergyman asked for information about the arrest and supporters of the monarchy in hiding. Riches were also found, a golden chalice and a reliquary. Pochard, smart thieves do not get caught. You got caught. What does that tell me about you? Moreover, the director of one of the orphanages, Claude, thought is testified that the tutor would question the law of the revolution in front of the students. Alright, so from what I know from history, the church, the Catholic Church, they were definitely in favor of the status quo of the monarchy. And they would believe that God has made an order on earth, and to make everyone equal would be against that order. So they were definitely against the French Revolution, which is why they were counter-revolutionaries and why the revolutionaries were, I guess you could say, atheist, yeah. Dear Claude, remember to stay strong in your faith and complete your duties with dignity. Tell me how our brothers in faith are doing, as well as the church in these desperate times. Alright, so he's taking orders from the Catholic Church in order to spread counter-revolution and organize an intelligentsia movement against the French Revolution. Alright, so letter from the Archbishop is the evidence. Church riches, more evidence. Spreading propaganda is the accusation. Or is it counter-revolution? Counter-revolution, but I think it's also the accusation. There. Espionage, also accusation. Tutor, his personality. Banishment would be the course of events. Man, I'm good at this. Parish priest. Personality. Ah, ha 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 ha. My voice is too loud. Apparently. Alright. I'm turning it down. I turn it down. Monsieur Judge, you know me. See, wrong answer. Wrong answer, bitch. Now, what you have done is you've made me be a little bit more stern on your case. Because if I allow a lenient sentence, people will think that there is nepotism between you and I. Not to mention, if this was an actual legal system, I should be able to recuse myself. I would be like, well, I know this man, so I cannot offer an objective judgment. Claude Pochard, Monsieur le Juge. You stand accused of spying for the counter-revolutionaries and criticizing the existing order. Do you admit it? I mean, you said the accusation is exaggerated and comes from the ill will of the accuser, suggesting that the revolutionary government is acting in ill will, typical of a priest. Alright, so raising the volume a little bit since people were trolling. Is this better? I hope it's better. I will fix the audio when I buy better equipment in 1 or 2 months. I'm sorry, I apologize, nothing I can do about it. I already showed to people, it's like, not that I'm recording in the bathroom, alright? It's the room in which I am staying. Let me show again. Alright? The windows are causing an echo. Now I could soundproof the windows by pulling the drapes and stay in darkness, which is what I'm going to do. The green screen over there is covered with windows. Alright? So it's the windows which are making an echo. But alright, fine. Fine, I'll pull the drapes. Jesus Christ. There you go. Who needs vitamin D anyway? Alright, so now I hope it's a little bit better. See what I do for you guys? Do you see what I go through? Anyway. Let's start asking the question. Why did the accused stay in France despite being banished? Good question. I had to take care of my sick mother. Without me, she would have surely died. Well, world's smallest violin. You shouldn't have committed the crime if you didn't want to do the time. Good, make the filth squirm. I like these people. I was in no position to afford that. I'm a poor Parisian priest who is unable to even carry out his duties. I have to teach every single day to survive. Motherfucker, you are found with a golden goblet in your possession? The supposed persecution of priests. I love it. I love it. It's like full communist. The main argument that Archbishop de Bretiol and Pai are using to convince Catholic monarchs to strike against the revolution. I do not correspond with émigrés, and I certainly do not write about the suffering of our clergymen. I would like to remind you that we do have evidence. Yeah, not looking good. Not looking good. The accused travels extensively around the department to attend. I teach wherever I can find students. Doing that requires time and effort, I admit. Because that's why I receive gold from your fellow conspirators abroad. The only money I see comes from my students' caregivers. It is not at all immodest. So where did the riches found in your room come from? They were liturgical accoutrements. I saved them from the plunder of the church in compounds. I would rather go hungry than sell them. Well, clearly you'd rather your mother die of sickness than selling them. So, I don't know. Think you're a heartless bastard. What do you teach? The caregivers in orphanage only pay for reading and writing lessons. So why did the accused teach children that God's laws stand above that of the Republic? You spread superstition and counter-revolutionary propaganda. You agitprop the people. The children I teach are unable to understand such complicated matters. Oh, but you seed the seeds of doubt. At a young age, you seed in their minds the poisonous doubt. If they are unable to understand the topic, why even discuss it at all? I was only answering questions from the director of the orphanage in Gombine. I said that the God's law stood above my banishment. It is God's law that prohibits me from leaving the country. I have a duty to help those in need. So, you got banished. You then say you didn't leave because of your sick mom. And now you say you didn't leave because you have a duty from God. Which one is it? What do you mean this abolishes him of the guilt? No. He just incriminated himself further. What information did the accused manage to convey to Archbishop de Bretiol? I have no connection with the Archbishop. Why would he be interested in a parish priest's help? What about your letter? We have it in our files. You received instructions from the Archbishop. Pope's dog. Behind the traitor. It is a simple letter, not instructions, and it is not from the Archbishop, but from my parish priest, Campans Jean Arsène Sereto. I only know that he planned to leave for Switzerland. He may have changed his mind. That's why I thought to respond to the letter. What a coincidence. The Archbishop is also in Switzerland. It is indeed a coincidence. Alright. What stipend does the accused receive as a teacher? 2 francs a week. But most people give me food instead. Bread, butter, sometimes wine. Does it not bother you that poor people have to take food from their children to give it to you? Oh my god, what communist filth! He is performing a job, Jesus. He keeps gold under his bed and still takes from the poor. We demand an explanation. Where does the gold come from? It is not from your fellow conspirators abroad? Of course not. It belongs to the parish in Campans, which is currently under my care. This gold is not my property. The accused celebrate masses despite the ban. There are no churches where I could do that. Then what purpose does the chalice and reliquary possessed by the accused serve? Private religious practice. You are prohibited from administering sacraments. It is not a sacrament, merely prayer. That is besides the point. By promoting superstition in a progressive country, you are spreading sedition. Yeah, we are a progressive nation here, Padre. If you are a mufti, things would have been different. Ooh la 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 la. Why did the accused continue teaching instead of leaving France? My duty is to help others. If I'm not able to help as a priest, I want at least to share some of my knowledge. Your knowledge is Catholic propaganda. I prefer the term Catholic values. How did this... Whatever. When does Marie Gibet was the witness aware that she was renting a room to an unsworn Catholic priest? Oh my god. This is Antifa on steroids here. It's like, first of all, they're upset that the guy is asking for food as compensation for his work. Then they're upset that he is preaching fascist nonsense. And now we're asking his landlord if she was aware she was harboring a racist, I'm sorry, a priest. You had better tell the truth or we will deal with you next. Do not intimidate the witness. I didn't know he was a priest. He never wore a cassock, so how was I supposed to know he wanted the room? I gave him a room. So he hid that fact. He dressed normally, so maybe he did that. Did he ever criticize the revolution? Once he said that instead of beheading, they could do something about economy and teaching. That the children are hungry and, well, can't read or write. Did he ever question the law? Now that I think maybe he did. He complained that the law didn't work. That a smart person would send all the kids to school by force is need be. You know, I've been sent to school. I had a horrible time in school. And it's because of fucks like this that I had to actually go to school. As such, I'm sorry, but no. Sending kids to school, what the fuck? So they can learn their LGBTs? Not on my watch. Did the defendant confess to the crime? No. Was his act counter-revolutionary? Yes. Where were the traders who the defendant was corresponding located? Switzerland. When and where did the defendant corrupt the people of Paris? During reading and writing at the orphanage. Here you go. Coming to me with that bullshit. If my wife wouldn't have intervened and tried to get you off the hook, it would have been prison. But you get the guillotine. Monsieur le Judge, your bravery is admirable. Let the guillotine drink his blood. Does it matter what we have to say? Well, usually yes, but in this specific circumstance, no. Good job. Oh, I got 4 out of 4. Yeah. Yeah. The revolutionaries didn't like the verdict. Well, maybe I'll throw them a bone next time, but Madame Guillotine is thirsty. Do I give a speech? Remember, once you start your speech, there is no going back. An awkward or clumsy speech will earn you nothing but ridicule from the audience. Depending on your reputation, the crowd will be more or less aggressive. Okay. Speech, of course. Before attempting persuasion, you may explore different approaches to the topics of the conversation. I never understood like how exactly this works. But alright. Alright, so the crowd's attitude attached. And you can choose a topic. Carelessness, humility, aggression, or manipulation. I never understood like how this works, huh? Withdrawn, aggression, no opinion. Well, if they don't have an opinion, let's try to manipulate. When there is a crime, there must be punishment. We shall dish it out. Defendant, carelessness or humility? Will you just stand there and allow criminals to tell us what to do? The revolution. Only death awaits the enemies of France. Since I managed to give them a little bit of intrigue. Always been loyal to the common folk. Well, now the common folk are going to be loyal to you. Oh dear.
One fool spewed out one word too many. The other fired a musket. They fought for freedom. Each for their own.
Well, it's good I didn't sign that document, now is it? Blood is not on my
The
hands.
man who was forbidden to shoot. Commander Buell paid the highest price for our decisions. The defender who kept watch over ordinary citizens, but was denied the right to protect himself. Whether I like it or not, his death is also my fault.
Yeah, but there's not bloods on your hands, and besides, the common folk will enroll in the city watch, and the common folk are going to become the next in line to the common folk's wrath. Why would Renard's family want to take over your shop, Grandpa? For profit and power. There's about equality so that not only the aristocrats can live with dignity. Grow up, boy. I only saw the truth when they attempted to sentence my son, your uncle, to death. Suddenly dawned on me that the only thing that mattered were the power I never had and the connections I never cared for. You wanted to be righteous? Well, the injustice spread like a plague. You should not be sorry for that. I'm not, but I would rather. Alright, so just some family business. Do not talk so much while eating. Your uncle went to war and died in battle. Your generation was to realize the extent of the damage we inflicted upon the world. In the past, decent people like Pochard never had to worry about courts or tribunals, but now... So basically in the past, people like Pochard could just shoot people. Is this what you're saying, huh? Do you even consider the possibility that Pochard was guilty? No, not Mr. Pochard. He was no guiltier than any of us, son. Keep an eye on the Renards. Ooh. He doesn't like me very much. Yeah, I guess killing Pochard wasn't very good with the, didn't go very well with the family. Evening with grandfather. Alright, fine. Let's stay a little bit with the grandfather. What we got here? A tragedy occurred in one of the tenements by the Seine near Pont Neuf. The 4th floor collapsed. The tenants, horrified by the crash, ran outside. Only after a few minutes did some of the braver men run upstairs to look for a survivor and remove the corpses. Rubble and timber buried 2 families, 12 people, 3 children managed to survive by hiding beneath a wooden table. Neighbors dug them and carried them to Hotel Dieu. We cannot comprehend what the orphans are going through, and they have not eaten and spoken in days. Okay, so this is the case of poor architectural design, I guess. The owner of the house had ordered the construction of an extra floor. Works were supervised by architect Maurice Lorit. The National Guard found the architect, who was also the construction foreman, at an address given the owner. He was not surprised when the gendarmes knocked at his doors, did not resist to be taken to jail. So why did the revolutionaries want me to let him go? Like he killed 12 people because of his incompetence? Additional floor. Curse of events, I guess. Collapsed floor. Sorry, the corpses are the victim. Crowded flat would be the extenuating circumstance. The people are angry and scared and want someone punished. Going to punish him! I'm gonna punish her! Punish! Alright. So he doesn't know if the floor collapsed because of his mistake. Let's see. With your knowledge of construction, what could have led to this tragedy? Pests, poor materials, too much load on the structure. Every house is different. Should have been checked before the roofs fell on people's heads. You did not mention a construction error. Unfortunately, that can also happen. I could have made a mistake in my calculations or wrongly assessed the quality of the timber. So you're not denying it. If you judge that I have contributed to the death of those children, I'll accept whatever punishment you choose. 2 weeks ago, a disease took my wife, and I no longer care what happens to me. Did you talk to the tenants? They came to me in the night, angry and hurt. I understand their pain, as I too have children. Did you talk to them? No, I was forced to hide inside my house and close the window shutters because they were throwing stones. But you said you don't care what happens to you. So the building collapsed because of your mistake, and you did not even have the courage to talk to the victims. Well, I can't understand though. I'm a coward, I know. Alright, let's call in the witness. Are you the owner of the house where the floor collapsed? Did the tenants complain about anything prior to the tragedy? They said something about squeaky floors, but that's not unusual. Did you inspect the floors? I planned to, but this tragedy happened before I was able to. Thank God he managed to take their body, yeah. A few years ago, where you were assigned to perform some construction work. 9 years, I was supposed to remove the roof, floor, then build a new roof. Okay, so... Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I really am, but it seems like... Seems like my hands are tied. Shit. I might risk being removed from office if I actually serve this sentence the correct way, but yeah, there's literally nothing I can do about it. I mean, you didn't even fight for your case. Signed Pol Pot, huh? Yeah, game over, I guess. See, I actually tried to play fair. See what happens if you give the correct sentencing for all the trials, but yeah, you have to cheat. You have to play the interest game, I guess. So that's where I failed. What should we do? Play some Street Fighter or some Mistover? Chat, you get to decide. If you want Street Fighter or Mistover, just type it in the chat. Want to play a little bit gay, spend more time with you. I missed you. Missed you guys. I don't have the computer to play Resident Evil. Don't have Code Vein on this computer. I have it on the PlayStation. People want Mistover. Alright. I'll play some Mistover if you guys want to see what Mistover is. Life is Strange. I'll play Life is Strange, I guess, when the new episode comes out. The Gate of Baldur. Alright, okay, to play on hard. Should I play Overwatch? I'll fix the sound as well, just give me a few seconds to get into the game, and then I'll master volume, I guess. Here we go.
皆さん、ようこそお越しくださいました。この依頼を
Now, I'll skip the intro, like this is basically the tutorial. Teaches you how to play the game and stuff. Fuck you, not bad. Yeah, I know. I am so mature for doing that joke. So, let's see what we got. We got a level 1 witch. a caster who contracted the witch's plague at a tender age. She wields great magical powers, which will fade when she becomes an adult. Her goal is to retain the powers forever. Sounds reasonable. We got a succubus. This guy's does a nun. I'm not kidding. She's actually a succubus. A nun with mysterious powers almost killed during a witch hunt. She survived after hearing a voice promising salvation. She follows the voice's commands, believing it to be the one true God. But is it really the Lord? Or is it the devil? We got the Paladin, which is a proud knight of the Order of the Cross. Cursed by a demon, she is stuck in a childlike form. Hates being small and hopes to dispel the curse in order to return to normal. Then we got a samurai from a far kingdom. And we got a rogue, which has a teddy bear that she likes to snuggle. Okay. Don't like the paladin. I'm not really that attracted to lollies and shit. I do like the succubus though. Alright, so you purchase the things you need. And then you go to the mission. It's like the Darkest Dungeon game, bro. Take formation, I guess, yeah. So you put the tanks in the front line. And in the back line, you're going to have the healer and the rogue. And I guess the witch can get here. Oh, there we go. Now, the expedition bag. And that's it. Play Assassin's Creed 4. Why on earth would I ever play Assassin's Creed 4? What is wrong with people and your preference? Jesus! Right, so you're supposed to gather keys, and gold and other resources, while keeping an eye on your food. And luminosity, I guess. Just nom nom nom. Ah, here we go, monsters. The guy who's not attracted by lollies asks what's wrong with your preferences. I don't mind if people like lollies, it's just not something that I'm into. Okay, so you got different skills depending on which place you are. So for example, hide can only be used if you're in the first or second place. Same with sting. Release power, first or second place. So right now I'll use what I got. Yeah, this is Weak Darkest Dungeon, exactly. This one does 23 to 28 damage, so shield shock would be better. Yeah, didn't stun it. Overflowing love. Or sweet foe. Let's go with sweet foe now. It's got tentacles. Fireplace Devil. Star Bullet. Frostbind. This one is interesting. Ow.
風のように動く
Secret action. Release power. Alright.
この時
Wow, that did some damage.
パラルの力を見せてやるよ
So this one does 23 to 28. Good.
あなたの恵みの
Prayer of Love. Recover HP of party members in one column. This one, all party members need to save the witch.
あなたたちこれであの方のしもべ素晴らしい
Yeah, the priest does seem to like getting hit. The priest is a little bit interesting. Me. Nope, made him disappear. If only I could make communists disappear like that. Here, have the tushy.
この時のため
Mistover is the name of the game.
あの方の恵みをあなたたちこれであの任務を続けられる
Why do they keep picking on the witch? More importantly, why do they keep missing? No. Alright. Back. Use the potion. Choose the target, the witch, I guess. No! There we go. Yeah, the witch is aggroing. I don't think this game functions the way World of Warcraft functions, where you're aggroing. It's you can get characters to have a bigger or lesser chance to aggro, but it's not 100%. Didn't see Arch's not enough oxygen thing. By the way, when is Doom Eternal coming out? I'm really excited about that one. They pushed it back, didn't they? That's quite upset. I wanted to play with some Alex Jones. Wow, 60 damage. Better delayed than suck. I mean, I heard a lot of people played it and it was cool, so I'm generally curious, like, what was the issue with it? No, they're not void doggos. They seem to be some sort of worms. No! Shit. Didn't want to stab that one. Alright, so you can run out of mana in this game. Yeah, that's right. Let's see. Hey, Porsche. Yeah, void wormos. Well, I don't care if they're strong-willed women, they're Japanese women, so... Yeah, you get mana back by blocking. Oof. And this rogue deals a lot of damage. Yeah, she actually does have tentacles, look. A lot of combat though. V-san. That succubus in disguise sure is a piece of work. I wish I would know what they're saying. It's too bad you can't change their voices to English. Why is she here? Move up front, maybe? Yay. They hurt a lot for like level 1 mobs though. They almost hospitalized my rogue. Need some mana. Shit, I need some mana with her as well. Pow. Yeah, the Japanese does dull the edge compared to Darkest Dungeon. Even though they die here just as much as they do in Darkest Dungeon. Yeah, so you got like this ability Provoke, which increases the chance of being attacked by 70%, but it doesn't always work. No, I mean, you can get like you get targeted 70% more, but if you double cast it, it's 140%, and it still doesn't always work. Oh my god, I got shekels! Ah! How should I do, like, if I was a thought that I had big tits, how do you get excited when you get a super chat? Like, thank you, Slothy! Mwah, 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 mwah. No, but seriously, I do appreciate it. I haven't live streamed on this channel for a long time, and I do need the money to pay the utilities and the cat, so I definitely do appreciate it. Especially since on my main channel I'm getting demonetized and copyright strike by Vice. Bloodthirsty Sword. Ooh, that did give me some. If I hear that priestess scream one more time, I'm leaving to jack off. You don't have to leave. It's nice when they make games that don't have to appease to the Chinese censor. Oh shit, she's dying. Well, time for the overflowing love. They got an ability right now, which if I attack them I get some damage back, so I need to be careful. Oh my god, you can miss the release power. That is so... I was going to say gay, but the Chinese censor. It definitely approved, but the American censor doesn't. Man, playing in hard mode, mana management is a bitch. Yeah, I lost one because of bleeding. Nothing I could have done though. This is Succubus dressed as a nun dating sim. Nope. Oh, come the fuck on. Yo. Well, this is fail. Lost the tutorial mission, huh? Still, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for the $5 Slothy Slothkin. Tomorrow maybe I'll have an actual realpolitik stream. And hopefully you like the things that I uploaded on my channel. Got an interesting thing coming tomorrow as well. You know, people are saying rage quit, which is the Arch Warhammer way of thinking. Last time I checked, rage quit requires you to actually have some rage. I quit when I know I'm defeated. Like, there's nothing else you can do. There's no point pursuing the game with 2 dead characters, and don't even think I could have won that battle. So, yeah, stop gaslighting me. Anyway, see you guys tomorrow, and thank you for watching. And also thank you for the donations, Slothy Slothkin, really appreciate it. I'll see you all on my main channel.